Hey everybody, so today I'm going to talk about something that's really important, and that's how to engage the core correctly. So this is something that I really try and focus on in Pilates, especially if it's your first time. We really focus in on getting that core engagement, and that's something then that you can carry through to any other training that you're doing. So I think the best thing to do is to talk through it here on the mat. Okay, so you can follow me at home. So we're lying in what's called a crook lying position. So back is flat on our mat and our knees are bent. Feet are flat on the mat as well. And what I want you to start doing is some pelvic tilts. Okay, so with our pelvic tilts we start by rolling the hips forward. Okay, coming into an anterior pelvic tilt. So you create a nice big space between your lower back and the mat, and then we roll the hips back. So coming into a posterior pelvic tilt, pressing your lower back down into the mat. Okay, and now this is the position when our core is engaged. Our lower back is pressed down, our hips are in a posterior pelvic tilt, and we're drawing the belly button in. So that seems nice and easy now, but when you start to add things like leg lowers and more challenging kind of movements with the arms and the legs, it can be quite tough to maintain this position here at the pelvis and at the core. Alright, so that's basically it. But I think we'll talk through the pelvic tilt again because it can be kind of a challenging thing to get. So one way I always explain it to people in Pilates is visualize two wheels on the outside of your hips. Okay, and start by rolling your wheels forward. Okay, so you create that big space between the lower back and the mat, and then you roll your wheels back, pressing your hands down, pressing your lower back down into the mat. And just continue with that, rolling forward and back, rolling forward and back. So just going through these pelvic tilts, getting kind of familiar with the motion of it. You need to know what it feels like in order to get that core activation. 3, 2, and finish with your lower back pressed into the mat, tummy drawn in. Excellent, well done. Okay, so let's kind of progress it on a little bit now. We're going to lift our head up from the mat, and just one little tip: when you're trying to keep the core engaged and trying to keep those hips tilted back, if your head is up from the mat, it's going to be a lot easier. Our heads tend to weigh about 5 kg, so when your head is forward, your hips are inherently going to want to tilt slightly backwards. So that's just a little tip. So what we're going to do now is take our right leg up to tabletop, knee over hip, ankle in line with the knee. And we're exhaling as we extend forward, but keep focusing in here. Alright, take your attention away from what the leg is doing and just focus on keeping those hips tilted back, tummy drawn in. That's really important. And sometimes we need to pair our exercises right back just to get used to maintaining this position before we can kind of go back and progress them on. One more time here, up with the right and back down. Now into our left leg. We're going to do 4 more of these, so keep focusing in here. So if you're somebody who does lots of core work, okay, and just finds that it hurts your back, then this is definitely something that you need to have a look at and see, am I actually engaging the core correctly? Because what happens a lot is people get that back pain when they're doing their core work, usually because their hips are coming forward and there's so much pressure then going through the lower back as you do exercises like bicycles, leg lowers, even things like planks. Okay, so have a look at applying this principle of engaging the core to really get the most out of your workout. Okay, so we're going to do one more slightly more challenging exercise. We're going to take both legs up into a tabletop position again, focusing on engaging the core. We're bringing our right leg down above your mat and come back up. Excellent. So you're keeping the angle at the knee, the movement is coming from the hips, and what wants to happen here is that leg, as it lowers down, it wants to bring the hips forward with it, but your core is going to work really hard to resist it. Oh, I gotta be stung by a wasp. Sorry. The joys of filming outside while on holidays. Oh my god. Okay, 3 more of these. I'm not complaining. Last 2. And last time. Excellent, well done. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into one final exercise. to show you that you can do here, you can take your hands behind your head just to support the neck. Alright, we're going to bring both legs forward, and now this really challenges the core. So what you'll find is as both legs move forward, the hips want to go with them. But you've got to keep that core engaged, keep that lower back really jammed right down into the mat. Good. We're doing 2 more here. If you can manage this while keeping the core engaged, then you're doing really well. Last time. And up. And hug those knees in. Excellent. Great stuff. Well done, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that short video. It's definitely kind of more an informative one, but I hope you can apply it to your training and really get the benefits of doing your core work correctly.